Well, he was in the Heisman race. His teammate won the Heisman, but he was definitely one of the best quarterbacks in college football last season. And we're getting closer to the draft. I got to get cracking down on more of these. But today, we're going to look at the draft profile for Mac Jones of Alabama, the quarterback. Let's get into it. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a video today. And real quick, yes, I got my hair cut. Yes, I know I'm doing a Mac Jones profile, but I figured why not show off, talking NFL a little bit too as we get closer to the draft. Go Bucks. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, man. Mac Jones, Alabama quarterback, 3 years into it, a junior last year, sat behind Tua Tagovailoa, Alabama legend. I know I say some stuff about Tua here or there. That's just because of the whole injury prone thing. And I guess there's something about Tua being injury prone. Even though he's looked great in the NFL so far. I mean, he's looking phenomenal. We got to give him a lot of credit for that. It kind of pisses me off, though. This whole injury prone deal, whatever, you know. Uh, and I know some people might agree, might disagree when I have said, like, Mac Jones is better. I just think he has better awareness in the pocket than Tua does. But we're not here to talk about Tua. We're here to talk about Mac Jones. Forget about who came before him, who's coming after him, and Bryce Young. Let's focus in on Mac Jones right now. We first saw Mac Jones. I first saw Mac Jones a couple years ago. He was a freshman in the 2019 season. Alabama had Tua starting full time for the first time. They come off that whole 2nd and 26 thing against Georgia. Tua comes in to start. I remember first seeing Mac Jones throughout the spring and everything, and it was the whole Tua versus Jalen deal. Mac was a freshman. I heard a little bit about him. 3-star recruit. Okay. Tua happens. We make the playoffs. 44-16 game, right? Well, we first saw his action when he faked that field goal and couldn't gain 6 yards. After that, we didn't really see much of him. Jalen Hurts transfers out from Alabama to go to Oklahoma. Mac Jones comes in to back up Tua Tagovailoa in the 2019. Of course, we remember Tua hurts his ankle against Tennessee. The next week, Mac Jones' first career start, and he looked great, put up great Tua numbers against, it was Arkansas, but I think for a guy like Mac Jones, for your first start is still pretty good to kind of look just like the guy ahead of you who's a great athlete like Tua is. And we know the whole story about Mac Jones. The 2019 Iron Bowl. Take away 2 pick sixes, he probably wins a big game in the Iron Bowl, right? Gets us in the playoffs. Who knows? Okay. He has had some great moments, right? But let's look back at last year, right? When he truly put his name out there. Led Alabama to the playoffs. 13-0 champions in a season of chaos and just chaos, unprediction. We don't know what the heck's going to happen with this virus and everything. Last year, he had, well, first off, let's look at 2018, his first year. Did complete some passes, had some good attempts, okay. 5 of 13, 38.5 completion percentage, but again, we didn't see a whole lot of him, right? And he took a lot of time to develop to where he is right now. 123 yards, only 1 touchdown, on average 9.5 yards a pass, I guess. 94 was his longest passing play in 2018. Okay. 2019, I just mentioned the whole Iron Bowl thing and coming in to replace the injured Tua Tagovailoa, and he looked great. We talked about, going into this past season, he'll be great, but he won't be what Tua was. 97 of 141 in 2019. Over 1,000 yards, you got to give him credit. 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. That's not bad for a guy backing up. I mean, in a couple games, of course, he had that game against Michigan in the Citrus Bowl. What did they win? They won like 35-16 or something, I think. Then you look at last year. Let's stay focused in on that, because scouts aren't going to look at what you did in 18 or not. They want to know what you did this past season that they should take you now. 311 for 402 last year. A 77.4 completion percentage for Mac Jones. 4,500 yards passing on the dot, not one over. That's impressive. On average, 11.2 yards a play. Some plays he'd throw it down 80 yards downfield. But if he's throwing quick slants over the middle or whatever, he could throw a play 10 yards and still end up having Devontae Smith, Waddle, Mechie, whoever it was last year, take it to the house down the field 60 yards, a play. Had 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. His longest play was 90 yards. Had a rating of about 203 QBR. Or passer rating, I guess is what this is. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, passer rating of 203. And I'm viewing this on his profile on ESPN. If you don't believe these stats, go look at it. That's at least what it says on here. His best game, it's very hard to pick. I mean, he had a lot of great games. You could say that Ole Miss game and look at it and be like, oh, well, what about the Ole Miss game? Bama's defense, yeah, we get all that. Let's not look at that. He had a heck of a performance. I thought it'd be a shootout or something against Ohio State down to the wire. I don't know. 52-24, the final. How many games did Alabama have to have with Mac Jones where they put up 52 points? How many games? Let's see, 52 against Ohio State, 52 against Florida, 52 on Arkansas. We also had, let me see this. We put up 52. It was 52-24 week 2 of the season against A&M. 1, 2, 3. About 4 games where they scored on the dot 52 points. That's incredible. Counting the Ohio State game. We know about Mac Jones. Overall, 311 of 402, 4,500 yards, a completion percentage passing 77.4 last year, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Longest throw was 90 yards. He did take 13 sacks last year. At times, the offensive line gave up on him. But he still found ways to bounce back from it. So what are you getting out of Mac Jones? If you're a scout or a coach or whoever, you're looking at Mac Jones, the year he had last year, he was phenomenal. But you're also looking for his weaknesses. What does he have? He's one of those guys I think that's really going to need offensive line help big time. I mean, he took 13 sacks. I know quarterbacks are going to take sacks sometimes. He's going to have rough moments, but still, I mean, that says a lot, though. And anytime he took a sack, he'd bounce back with a big throw right away, right? You obviously, any quarterback needs O-line. If you're Mac Jones, right, you have a guy with a strong arm. He's got the arm, right? He's got poise in the pocket, awareness. I feel like if you want to get him running, that's something you need to work on. He's not very good taking out of the pocket and running for like 80 yards downfield or something like Jalen Hurts or maybe what Tua or whoever did, right? Mobility is a key issue, I think, with Mac Jones. Consistency at times. I mean, his players made plays for him last year. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He did great. But be real. I mean, it was John Mechie and Devontae Smith, Smitty, the Heisman winner. He had the players that he needed right there around him that could help him be successful. That being said, he still completed 311 passes. Rushing, he had 35 35 attempts rushing for only 14 yards. He did have a rushing touchdown against Tennessee at one point. For like a couple yards or so. 7. I mean, Mac Jones is still one of the, they're still looking at him as one of the best. You know, they're saying, okay, it's Trevor Lawrence, then it's Zach Wilson, then it's Fields, then possibly Mac Jones. Trey Lance probably right ahead. He's looking, even to me, everyone's saying he's going to be a late first rounder. He'll go to a team like the Patriots. I would probably agree with that. Is he a guy you want to trade up for? Maybe if you're late first round or something, or I don't know. Maybe someone looks at him and says he's just got a couple kinks in him and we could work on it. And maybe they take him ahead of a guy like Trey Lance or something. I don't know. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I think you're getting a great quarterback in Mac Jones. I think he needs to be in the right system. He needs to have the right talent around him, and he's got to have a great O-line, right? So, and the Patriots have one of the best O-lines in the NFL right now. They pretty much always have, you know. I mean, if mock drafts are saying he's going to go to a team like the Patriots, that might actually be a great fit for him. Learn under Bill Belichick, who taught Tom Brady. Man, he is ready for the next level. I don't care. It looks worse on paper for Mac Jones. It really does. I know what I just said about, you know, he has some kinks here there. Every quarterback does. Even Trevor Lawrence has some stuff he could work on a little bit. But you look at Mac Jones, you're looking at a guy that's ready for the next level and is going to be great in the NFL. So anyway, Bama fans, anybody out there, let me know what you think about Mac Jones. Where could he improve as he goes to the NFL? What team would you like to see him play for? Is he a late first rounder? Is he a guy that maybe someone's going to trade up for in the first round? Is he going to fall out of the first round? Let me know. I think overall you get a guy with a strong arm and great poise in the pocket. You put him in the right system and get the right players around him, he's going to do amazing. So we'll just have to wait and see. Shout out to Mac Jones, though. I love Mac Jones. I thought he was one of the best that I've seen. He just has that character in him. He's a great player, and he's going to be great in the NFL. So anyway, thanks so much for watching and tuning in today. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, really would appreciate it. Comment down below what your thoughts are on Mac Jones. Do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Definitely comment down below. Let me know and I'll fight you over it. So anyway, anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Have an awesome day. Jesus loves you. Always look up. Remember that. Have a great day. Go Bucks and roll tide roll. We'll see you later. God bless.